today we're going to talk about Galactic Legends, whether you're happy or not happy, because you're the super whale. So you must be thrilled about Galactic Legends. Obviously, according to Cub's video, every single whale in this game is just thrilled, which was I got to say, that was actually a pretty good video, eye-opener for sure. So what we're going to do is we're going to play some footage here of First Order versus Resistance. You're gonna attack me first. I'm gonna attack you back, and we're gonna talk about 3 things. Are you happy, not happy with what we know so far about Galactic Legends? We're gonna talk about the new ticket system that they in the last post, and then based on today and the information we have today, what is your approach to Galactic Legends and farming? Just buy everything, right?
Yeah, it's almost anyway,
so first things first. Happy or not happy?
Here's what I'll say to start off our conversation here. Every single time a new event gets announced, epic confrontation, were people happy about that? No.
No.
Journey event, were people happy about that? No. General Anakin Skywalker, were people happy about that? No. Padme, people were complaining about Padme because the characters we had were crap. They didn't get reworked yet. I think that's different. That one's deserving to be criticized because they didn't release the rework until like the week after Padme's event. I'm not happy with the requirements, but knowing that we love Star Wars, we're going to end up enduring it. We're going to get through it. And it's not fun. It is not fun. And for me personally, I'm only like, I said this to people. Yeah, I spend money to make videos, but really, I don't enjoy it as a player. You switch it over?
Yeah. I'll attack you. Switch over. Yeah, here we go. I think my issue with this event so far is having to upgrade garbage characters.
That's it. That and them saying that they back off on their words, saying, because originally it said, oh, it's going to be a mixture of relics and non-relics. And then they're like 2 weeks later, oh yeah, after internal review, we changed our mind. That irritated me. And the 7 scavenger ray and stuff like that, and the resistance pilots, that's what kind of irks me off the most. I was actually fine at the event when they said Relic 7 Kylo Ren Unmasked, Jedi Training Ram, like, all right, makes sense. Whatever, not ideal. But once they said there's more Relic 7s on garbage characters that I don't know will be useful after the event, that's what kind of irked. That irks me the most. But as always, we complain about this stuff. It's important to put the criticism out there so we don't commend every single little thing. But we said we have always been opponents against these crazy events like epic confrontations and whatnot. So that's kind of where I stand. I think you're kind of in a similar spot.
Yeah, and I don't think I'm gonna care a lot. I mean, about the I think it's gonna play out and it's gonna be fine, and I'm not gonna have a problem with it as it goes on, because I don't think it's gonna affect my matchmaking in Grand Arena, and we talked about that quite a bit in your video. And it's gonna be, but I'm curious to see how this. I'm actually not hating on this as much as I initially was. Like, I think this could be okay.
I think
I don't know.
I think in the long run it'll be fine.
Yeah, I think if this is like long term. Now, the other thing that annoys me about this is, are we gonna get anything other than new characters and progression?
Yes.
I mean, and I understand that's how they make money, but that is not right. I mean,
legitimately, the last piece of new content. I mean, do you want to call the territory battles Geonosis new content? I mean, it's reskin content.
It's something to do.
Okay, it's something.
Okay, fine.
What about before that? The last thing was the Sith raid, right?
Yes, Sith raid, and then Grand Arena.
I mean, Grand Arena's been kind of the same. Championships is just we added brackets now, so it's not materially different. Grand Arena is a 2-year-old system at this point.
But Grand Arena made it way better. I mean, that was, I know that it's not new, but at least made it like, it revolutionized it.
Oh, yeah, and a lot of decisions we make is based off Grand Arena, too.
Yeah, so that is great. I'm actually kind of distracted. I'm playing this, actually. I'm like, oh my God. I was like, this is actually like not an easy match right here.
I'm really curious to see what the new iterations of the First Order and the Resistance are going to look like with the Galactic Legends, because I love how Resistance Hero Finn and Poe work in the Resistance right now with an old character, Jedi Training Rey. And Hux and Sith Trooper are doing a lot of interesting things too. Getting the bonus turns, Hux preventing counterattacks and bonus turn meter. It sounds like it's a recipe for something big in the future. These are pretty. The Resistance and the First Order are kind of well matched against each other. I think Resistance is more viable against other things in the First Order right now. But it's kind of cool running these battles in our videos today because you kind of see the power of these teams. Maybe go up against that boss team while we keep talking here.
So what I was going to say is, so to answer the question about happy, not happy, I think some of it's trash. I mean, garbage characters, never going to be good. But I'm also a little bit indifferent. I'm not going for it. It's just that simple. Like, I'm going to play it at my pace. And that's what's going to take us to the next thing is, like, based on today, how are you going to approach the Galactic core requirements? Because I have a very... Are you attacking or am I attacking?
You can go after boss while we chat here.
Yeah, because I have a very specific way that I'm going to go approach this. Like, because first of all, I want to say this. Like, a Relic Malik at 25,000 power is still 5 times more powerful than Phasma.
5?
Or
try like
Resistance.
15.
Yeah. So,
Malik can solo teams on his own.
Okay, so what I'm waiting for, and what this is all about, is I'm waiting to see what all the requirements are, and I'm going to be unwilling to upgrade garbage characters. It's just that simple. Like, I'm not going to upgrade the bad characters. I will take the good characters up, and do them. Like, for example, like, I have no interest in relicking Phasma or Pilot, and if my opponent has, then I have the advantage. I mean, it's just that simple with my matchmaking. You know what I'm talking about. Like, so I'm gonna wait until I see what all the requirements are, because if Red Sith Trooper is a requirement, I'm inclined to do that rather than I did that wrong. Than something else. I rather these new characters that we have. Red Sith Trooper, Resistance Hero Poe, Finn, Hux are just way better than these old characters. And if they're not going to rework them, then I don't want to relic them today, because I want to be able to use them, and I want it to be efficient inside of Grand Arena.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, here's the approach that I'm taking. It's not a player approach. The player approach, the average person playing, not making videos. That's the approach to take. Wait and just see what these characters are going to be like. See the kit reveals, see what the rest of the requirements are, and then pick a direction. Pick the one you think is going to work best for you, where you are right now, or best for what the game needs right now. We kind of speculated a while ago what's the best one without even knowing the kit, and we said light side Jedi Ray, because light side Geonosis Territorials is the most difficult content right now to tackle, and you need like another really solid light side team to 4 out of 4. So that's why we already said going after Ray might be the logical thing to do. But really, at the end of the day, it's what faction do you like the most? Remember, you got to have fun in the game. If you love Kylo Ren, go for Kylo Ren, even if it might not be the better kit. See where you are requirement wise, and then as well as what's the kit looking like and how does it fit into the game. For me personally,
I got to tell you this: if they decide to make it unshirted Kylo Ren, I'm down.
Yes.
Other than that, I'm not doing it. It's got to be unshirted Kylo Ren.
Yeah. So like what I'm doing, I mean, I'm going after both, and the reason why is because, again, I'm not taking a player approach. People come to my channel to see how are these new characters, to watch my video and make an educated decision. All right, I like what that character's looking like. I'm going after that. I do not enjoy spending money in this game. I buy pretty much every single new thing in the past year to make videos, live stream, reviews, and whatnot. It's a product review. You want to watch someone review the newest Samsung phone. Do they need it every single new phone? No, but they review it.
I'm gonna probably go Ray, and then if Resistance Hero, Finn, and Poe are requirements for this event, I'm probably going to relic them and build the team that I was using right now. And that's it. And then the rest of it, I'll probably do all at once. Yeah. And it's time to go into the event. I will wait.
It's,
I don't want to inflate my GP with terrible characters.
Like 5 Stormtrooper over here, and then First Order officer.
Inflate it, and so, and then I will, and then going, I'm probably, we have to see the kits, but of course, now let's talk about the ticket system. So they talked about there's going to be a ticket system where it said that once you've unlocked the requirements for the ticket system, and I'm summarizing it, basically, once you're eligible for the event, then you'll have a way of acquiring tickets through to normal day-to-day gameplay, right? And then from there we will see what that means. And the two questions: is that mean that you can only go into it once per day or once per week, or is it, you know, unlike the normal legendary events where you can play it over and over and over again, RNG? And secondly, does that means they're gonna give you shards incrementally? I mean, they said it's going to be a 7-star unlock. Does that mean that we have to play it 300 times? You know, get it 1 shard per play, or is it how? What are your thoughts about that?
Yeah, there's a lot of questions out in the open. The second I hear tickets, the first thing that comes to my mind is limitation of attempts. Because the raid, you can generate so many tickets, but once you enter a raid, those tickets disappear and you have to replenish them all over again, which takes about a day or two, whatever it is. I don't keep track of that stuff. Or the guild.
Like a mini raid.
A mini raid. That's kind of the first thing that came to my mind is that, oh, they're trying to do a mini raid type of thing. And we don't know how many tickets you're going to regenerate. They said daily you'll be able to get these tickets. So maybe one full day of doing the events or whatever, spending energy, you'll get the tickets and you could do 1 attempt per day. All of it's speculation at this point. Part of me is kind of excited if it's a personal raid, because one thing we've been asking for is kind of like a solo, like individualized raid where you can go ahead, relive a moment of the Star Wars universe. And kind of the one thing that I love about new raid content, for example, for guild raids, is I love chasing after the new character that's attached to it. I think it's a lot of fun. But in terms of practicality and seeing how this event's being rolled out, when you think about everything right now, people are spending a ton of money, exorbitant amounts of money. And then people who are doing it free to play, they're going to wait so long. They got to wait a year, 2 years, whatever it might be. Then, because you can't get access to these tickets until you met the requirements. So then what if it took you a year to get the relic requirements done, maybe even more, and then you only get a couple shards per a successful attempts? What is that? Another couple months on top of that? This could be something that's like a year and a half, 2 years out there for a lot of people. Then don't get me started. If you're a new player, that's probably the chance of you being in the game for 5 years might be kind of slim. So I don't know. There's a lot of problems. I think Capital Games is going to nail this aspect of it. But I mean, there's definitely a lot that I could question here based on what we've seen so far. So it's definitely, I'm a bit worried about the average person, how long it's going to take you. It's hard to get excited when you know you're not going to get this for a year, 2 years or something like that.
Yeah, I've experienced this in another game, and it wasn't quite like that.
Did you Marvel Strike Force? Ultron was kind of similar to that.
And Marvel Strike Force, it was Ultron, and it took months and months of planning. And yes, other people had Ultron unlocked, and I just had to deal with it, right? Fortunately, there was soft counters to Ultron, and so it didn't really matter. But it was still like he was so dominant. So I definitely got Ultron much later than the initial wave, but I did get it before the free to play. Like I got it somewhere in the middle, and it was way more fulfilling than Malik ever was.
You told me you unlocked Ultron and Malik on the same day, right?
Yeah, I unlocked Malik and Ultron on the same day, and this event kind of feels like an Ultron event, and Ultron was very gratifying.
Because it was a god tier, like out of this world character at the end of it.
Malik, I was like, yeah, it's like, you know, because what it was just so this. I think this event is going to create a more rewarding feeling because it's something that I'm going to work towards over time. I'm going to know what I'm getting. I know how it's going to play out. I've seen other people do it. It's going to be very measured and less scramble. 2 days notice, 3-day event, RNG. Then something that you just have to, if you hoard it or not. I just think the epic confrontation was the absolute garbage, worst rollout of any character ever. Unless you hoarded and had the right characters, and Wales didn't like it either. Wales were pissed that they just couldn't buy it. So that is that. So lastly, we're going to talk about Vader Reborn and Vader 2.0.
You liked this idea when I shared it in my video. You were like, oh!
Okay, so they said Galactic Legends is going to be a thing. And I hope it is. And I think depending on how the community responds to it, it'll be a thing. And they're going to release them in pairs. Yeah. And so the obvious choice is that we're going to get Jedi Luke someday. My God, Jedi Luke. Can we get a green lightsaber Jedi Luke, Return of the Jedi Luke? And what do you do for his counterpart And it's like there really is not a different character art for Vader from what I could see. We looked at it, right?
Unless
and
you
it
like
looks
the armor damaged Vader or something like that.
Well, and it looked like he had slightly different coloring on his chest plate, but I don't know if they can justify that, like a new character just with like a couple little more stripes on his chest plate or something, you know? So, or tell us your amazing idea, Arnold.
So, because Vader is severely underappreciated in this game, he does not live up to the hype and the importance he was in the Star Wars universe. The idea that I brought up is, what if you do the Darth Vader Galactic Legends? And at the end of it all, when you complete it, all of a sudden your Vader just transforms into a completely different character. Like the kit's nothing of the same.
Vader 2.0.
Vader 2.0, different artwork, different animations, different abilities. Maybe the
Rogue One Vader.
Rogue One, I don't know. Vader Reborn. I like the name that you kind of said there. Vader Reborn kind of has a nice ring to it. Because this is one of those characters, like if you ask a casual, like a non-Star Wars fan, the first thing that comes to your mind is Darth Vader, really, I would guess.
Sure.
Or I don't know.
6 movies were about Darth
Baby
Vader,
Yoda.
basically.
That's real. When you ask a Star Wars pleb that doesn't watch Star Wars, they're like Baby Yoda or Darth Vader. That's all you're gonna find.
Everybody likes Baby Yoda, even people that don't like Star Wars.
My mom doesn't know anything about Mandalorian.
Baby Yoda memes.
She sends me Baby Yoda gifts all the time.
Yeah, right. Baby Yoda memes. I'm like, well, okay, fine, I guess.
But yeah, if they do a pairing system, a Jedi Luke and a new Vader or Vader Reborn, just putting it through some sort of Galactic Legends machine, and boom, it turns into a brand new character. Man, it'd be great to see Vader be a god tier character in this game. It'd be pretty awesome. Then he'd have all that mastery stat manipulations, ultimate abilities. I'm looking forward to what they're doing. It seems like they're revamping the artwork, and they're talking about these ultimate abilities are going to be visually appealing. They're going to turn the tide. I think this is going to be kind of a cool step in the direction. It's a lot that's.
What if it's something different like this? Vader stays almost the same, right? They maybe rework the kit slightly, but when you complete the Galactic Legends event, they let you use Vader in the 6th slot with the leadership ability.
Oh boy! Wow, that could. I don't know. Ooh,
we're coming up with ideas now.
Geez, Capital Games. We want a 95% cut here.
It's basically the same character, but just like now that you've got the Galactic, you can put him in the 6th slot. That'd be interesting. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
That'll probably break the game.
I don't know. We haven't had really any content yet that lets you use 2 leaders except like the ally battles. That's really it. That'd be interesting. We speculated maybe doing a grand arena of 2 leads. That'd be just so out of this world, broken and crazy.
Broken. We don't even know what would happen. It's like
we don't even know how 3v3s work still, so it's like
3v3 wasn't broken though. We still have an opportunity. They can still do 4 versus 4. You
so
realize that, right?
Yeah,
I really like the 3v3 for 1 month. I liked it for 1 month, but remember how much fun we didn't have the first 2 weeks?
Oh god,
it took us almost a month to figure out what we were doing.
The problem is it's not going to happen for another couple months, and when it comes up again, we're going to forget everything we did before.
Yeah. All right. So guess what time it is?
Time for the giveaway. Woo!
I really hope you liked this video today, because if you did, you are in luck. For every single person, you're going to get for free in your account. What are they going to get for free in their account, Arnold?
You're going to get for free in your account an 8-star Salacious Bead Crumb in the Garbage. Oh. Bam! All right. Yeah. Goodbye, everybody.